Hello and welcome to Invested in Wellness. I'm Jessie Sarafian. So today is all about the lower back, a very common area where we hold a lot of tension. So I want to take you through some very simple movements to improve your mobility, increase your strength, and ease tension in the lower back. So we're going to need a pillow or a blanket. So if you have it handy, feel free to get that now. And we're going to start lying down on our back. So you're going to lie down, you're going to bend your knees, and you're going to separate your feet wide as the mat. Lift your hips, and you're going to place your pillow or your rolled up blanket just underneath here. And then let your knees fall into each other. Rest your hands on your belly or your hips and gently close the eyes. Soften your shoulders, soften the back of your neck. Just take a moment to breathe here in this space. Feel completely supported by your pillow or your blanket. Surrendering into this pose, and with every inhale and every exhale, sinking deeper and deeper here onto your mat. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. So today's class will be a gentle practice. We'll move slowly, listening to our body, take breaks when you need to. And then bringing some love and attention to our back, our low back specifically. We sit for the most part of our working day, so it's really important to stretch out all the muscles surrounding the back. And as you lay here, notice if the mind starts to wander, come back to your breath. On your last exhalation, let all the air out, let it go. All together, let's take a deep breath in and deep breath out. One more time like that. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Come back to the natural rhythm of your breath, in and out through your nose. From here, separating your knees. Push into your feet. You're going to gently lift your hips, move your pillow or blanket off to the side, and then lower your hips back down. Keeping your feet wide, you're going to drop both of your knees over towards the right. So as you drop your knees over towards the right side, feeling that stretch on the top of your left thigh, to your psoas. Again, listen to your body here. You can use your pillow or your blanket to place them underneath your knees. Again, just do what feels right for your body at this moment. I always like using props. It just gives a nice extension to the pose. But again, you don't need any props. I just like to have them nearby. Staying here for a few more breaths. Your hands can stay resting on your belly. They can stay resting by your side. If you want, you can bring your arms up and over your head. And then inhale, come back to center nice and slow. And then exhale, dropping your knees over towards the left. So feet wide. Both knees fall over to the left. One side may feel easier than the other. Feeling that stretch now on the top of your right thigh, and breathe. And inhale back up to center. And then exhale, bringing your feet hip width apart, knees are pointing up, and then bring your arms down by your side. So root down through your heels. So we have a tendency, we all have a natural curve in our spine. So if you bring your hands underneath you towards your low back, you can feel you have a nice curve here, and you can easily slide your hand through. What I want you to do is you want to tilt your pelvis, bring your hips forward, and you're going to imprint your low back onto the mat. And then with your hands, see if you can slide them through so you can't hear. So we're just going to do these movements slowly. We're going to tilt our pelvis up. You have the nice curve there. And then you're going to exhale, imprint your low back onto the mat. And then slowly release. So we're just doing some gentle pelvic tilts here. Again, a very gentle exercise for our low back. Lumbar spine is up and then coming down. Just go at your own pace, moving with your own breath. Again, very subtle movements. Arms can stay by your side, or you can have your hands on your hips guiding you here. Again, just a few more rounds. And then slowly release. Bring both knees into your chest and rock from side to side. And then bring your feet back down onto the mat, feet hip width apart, toes pointing forward. Bring your hands by your side. Walk your heels in so you can touch the back of your heels. Press your feet into the ground, and then very slowly you're going to lift your hips up. So imagine there's a block between your thighs. Squeeze into that imaginary block, knees drawing away from you, chin away from your chest, hips lift, coming into a bridge pose. And then as you exhale, you're going to slowly lower down. Upper back, mid back, low back, and hips. And then we'll do that again. Inhale, hips come up. And exhale down. 4 more times like that. Inhale, hips lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale down. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, this time we're going to add the arms now. So press into the soles of your feet. On an inhale, you're going to lift the hips, and at the same time, you're going to reach the arms up and over your head. Keep your chin away from your chest, gaze is up, and then exhale, hips come down, arms come down by your side at the same time. Inhale, hips lift, reach your arms up and over your head. And exhale, lower down together. 3 more times. Inhale, hips lift. Exhale down. Moving with your breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. One last time. Inhale, lift. Reach the arms up and over your head. Keep your hips lifted. This time you're going to bring your arms down by your side. See if you can interlace your hands underneath you, rolling onto your upper arms, drawing your knuckles down, chin away from your chest. If this is not available to you, you can simply keep your hips lifted. You can use your pillow or your blanket for support, and just stay here in a supported bridge or full bridge pose with your arms interlaced, hands interlaced. Let's hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Lower your hips down. If you have your pillow or blanket, just move it off to the side. Gently bring your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. And coming into a gentle supine twist now, you're going to extend your arms out to the side and then drop both of your knees over towards the right. Again, using your pillow or blanket for your knees if you need support. And then notice if your left shoulder starts to come up. You want to make sure that left shoulder is firmly planted onto the ground. You can keep your gaze up, or you can turn your head to the left, whatever feels comfortable for your neck. And just hold and breathe here. Very slowly come back to center and then drop your knees over to the left. Again, you can place your pillow, place it under your knees or your thighs for support. You can turn your gaze to look over your right shoulder. Right shoulder is down. And this should feel really nice in your low back. And then slowly come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. From here, you're going to roll all the way over onto your right side, using your left hand to push yourself up. And you're going to come onto all fours. Position so your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders, knees hip-width apart, directly underneath your hips, spread out through your fingers. And we're going to just do a few rounds of cat and cow here. So as you inhale, you're going to drop the belly, sitting bones come up, lift the heart, roll your shoulders back. And then exhale, round into the back, draw the belly in, release the crown of the head. 2 more times like that. Inhale in through the nose, lifting the heart. And exhale in round. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Coming back to center, neutral spine. You're going to step back with your right foot, curl your right toes under. Push back through your heels, and then just rock yourselves forward and back a few times, feeling that nice stretch in your leg, your ankle, Achilles. And then pausing here, you're going to inhale, raise your right leg up, and then cross your right leg over your left. Bring your toes down onto the floor. Push back through your right heel, and then slowly twist to gaze back towards your right foot. Put a little bend in your elbows here, and hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Right knee down, and then step back with your left foot, switching sides. Again, rocking forward and back again, feeling that nice stretch in your leg. Pushing back through your left heel. And then pausing here, lift your left leg up, inhale, and then exhale, crossing your left leg over your right. Bring your toes to the floor, push back through your heel, little bend in your elbows, gentle twists towards the right, gazing back at your foot. For 3, 2, and 1. Release, come back to center, knee comes down, big toes together, separate your knees wide, sit back onto your heels, come into a child's pose, but turn your palms so they're facing up, and then soften your head down. You can rest your head on your pillow if you'd like. Soften your shoulders. You can gently sway your hips side to side. Breathing into your front, your side, your back body. And then slowly lifting your hips up. Place your palms back down onto the mat. Come forward onto all fours again. Bring your hips hip width apart. Bring your knees underneath your hips. And you're going to step back with your right foot, step back with your left foot, and come into a high plank here. Shoulders over your wrists. You're in one straight line with your body. Breathe into your upper back. Pull up from your belly. So try not to sink into your hips. So this is where you'll feel crunching and tension into your low back. So you want to pull up from your belly. Breathe into your upper back. Push back through your heels. Gaze down so your neck is in line with your spine, and hold here. If this is too much, you can just come onto your knees here. So let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees, sit back, child's pose. Turn your palms so they're facing up. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bring your palms back down onto the mat. Coming forward, we're going to do that again. Come into your high plank position so your wrists are underneath your shoulders. Push back through your heels. Strong arms, strong legs. This time we'll hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your knees, sit back, child's pose. Turn your palms so they're facing up. Soften your head. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. From here, you're going to come forward again. Walk your knees back and come all the way onto your belly, and then come onto your forearms. So you adjust here so your elbows are right underneath your shoulders. Separate your feet so they're a little bit wider than hip width. Press into your palms. Imagine you're sliding yourself forward. Pull up from your belly so you'll feel a little bit of relief in your low back here. And then gaze forward. So this is Sphinx pose. Shoulders away from the ears. Again, stay connected to your center, your core. So draw the navel in slightly. If you feel any tension or gripping in your low back, you can come lowering down a little bit more. Hands in front of you, chest is lifted. Again, listen to your body. And you can close the eyes if you'd like. And staying in this position, gently open the eyes, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, slowly look over your right shoulder, coming into a gentle twist, looking back at your foot. Inhale to center, exhale, turning to the left. We'll do one more on each side. Inhale, center, exhale to the right. Inhale, center, exhale to the left. And then slowly release, come all the way down, bring your arms alongside your body, rest one ear on the mat, soften the arms, soften the legs, let it go. You can gently rock side to side. And then slowly push back into child's pose. Big toes together, knees wide, reaching your arms out in front of you. Or if you want, you can bring your arms alongside your body, any variation. And then from here, you're gonna slowly roll up, walk your heels in, sitting back onto your heels. Bring your knees together, shift your hips to one side, and then reach your legs out in front of you. So coming into our last pose, lying down on our back again. This time you can have your pillow or your blanket again, place it underneath your low back. And you're going to bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall open to the side. Rest your hands on your thighs, encouraging that area to soften. So depending on how open or tight you are in your hips, your heels can come closer towards you, can come further away. You can make the diamond shape bigger or smaller. And breathe into your hips. Once you feel comfortable in this position, you can keep your hands where they are. You can bring them alongside your body, palms facing up, or you can bring them up and over your head. You can just use this time to let your body take in the work that you did. Hopefully, you are feeling a little bit more lighter in your low back. And taking this nice, even, calm breath throughout your day. And as you lay here, I'll read today's meditation by Melody Beattie's Journey to the Heart. Seek peace. Cultivate peace. Commit to peace. Insist on it. Don't settle for peace based on outward circumstances or a particular arrangement in your life. Drive down the winding road and find the peace that prevails amidst the mountains, now purple in the setting sun. Find the peace that prevails even when the turbulent waters of the river roar through your life. This is the peace the universe offers. Settle for nothing less. So with that, start to bring your attention back into your breath. Taking deep inhales and exhales in and out through the nose. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing small movements back into the body. Using your hands, bring them underneath your legs. Slowly bring your knees together, nice and slow. Place your feet flat on the floor. Gently lift your hips, move your pillow off to the side. Lowering your hips back down. And then gently pull both knees into your chest and rock from side to side. From here, gently roll over onto your right side, staying here for a moment. And then slowly pushing yourself up, coming into a comfortable seated position, the top of your mat. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Taking this opportunity to thank your body for the work that you did today. Thank you so much for practicing and sharing your energy. So have a wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing. See you next time.